Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. We've got another session with Charlie here. It's gonna be obviously his last session. He's going home later this evening. Nope. And we are at Centennial Park downtown. Gonna be doing a little bit of like a exposure and nope. Charlie, let's go. Good. Good. Exposure. It's Friday morning, a little early for lunch, but there's some brunch crowd at one diner place, and then the others might open up and as people start showing up. Nope. Charlie, let's go. Good. So hopefully there'll be some activity, but nope. Good. He's obviously nope. Excited. It's our first session of the day, setting up deliberately so he can be not so much on his best behavior. Nope. So there's something to work on and discuss. Charlie, let's go. Good. Excuse me. This is not his first time at this park, but this is his first time on this side of the gazebo. Good. Let's go. Charlie, hey, let's go. Nope. Let's go. Good. Nope. Good. Good. Definitely our first time in the gazebo. We usually sit at one of the other tables on the edge of the park there. Nope. Good. But yeah, this is the hard, boring part about dog training. I say this every time we do one of these videos. So, nope. Good. No. Good, Charlie. But it's going to be particularly hard and boring for him because we didn't walk here like we usually do before we sit. So he actually has a reason to want to relax and rest. We drove here. No. And like I said, this is the first activity that we've done with him this morning. I took him for a potty break just before we loaded him up and came over, and so he peed, he pooped, and he had a little bit of zoomies, but that's the extent of energy expenditure he's had so far. Easy. No. Good. That's a random little stain on the ground. Good. So I often talk about working with the dog's body. When they have a ton of energy, is the best time to practice the recall. When they have the zoomies, they're already wanting to run around, so why not give some focus, give a direction to it? Charlie, no. Good. Give some focus, give a direction to it. No. And that recall back and forth. But at some point, through the training process, you want to work against the body so that when they have energy, they can still contain themselves, control themselves, and remain relatively still and calm relative to the individual, their age, the maturity, their personality, and even have energy and giddy up, let's say for a recall, when they would otherwise be tired and kind of lazy. Family walking by over there that he's watching. I'm also deliberately holding off on any food reward for the moment just to see what more he might do and that we can work on here, because he's got enough food drive that he can be easily distracted by it and not pay attention to other stuff going on. So I want to give opportunity for that. But anyways, here we are working against the body, being still when he would otherwise want to be quite active and ready to do some work, do some obedience, which we'll do a little bit of in a moment. But for now, I'm just going to let him do some people watching. It's good. Yes. I'll reward him for that one. I was about to say, you can see how he's taking small steps, hence the little as he's moving towards where the people were, and it was even leaning like he was getting ready to take one more step, which I would have marked with a no and a little tap on the leash. It wasn't too offensive, so it doesn't have to be very strong. But he chose, possibly maybe because they got into the car and he couldn't see them anymore, but he chose to turn back and look at me and focus. No. Good. Good. Still very much working on his impulse control for grabbing random things off the ground. Someone who kind of nitpicky about all of that. Oh, we're gonna have some extra background noise. Gotten some lawn care, lawn maintenance going on here at the park. Yes. Got the weed whacker going to do some of the edging and detail stuff around the benches and the trees. Got a large lawnmower and a leaf blower. Yes. So a lot more activity than I was anticipating. Yes. A lot of opportunity for good counter conditioning. Now that's really loud, so hopefully it's not good. Drowning out.
Right.
My talking, but the lapel should do a really good job of making sure my voice is still heard. I think. I hope. I always have my doubts, and Kate tells me I don't have to worry about it. Wood, Charlie. Yes. 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 So all of these yeses, I'm focusing on possible conditioning. I'm focusing on counter conditioning of sorts. I mean, it's not really counter conditioning because he doesn't have any aversive association or reaction to any of this stuff. So pure classical conditioning, I guess, is more accurate to say. But those yeses are not for things that he's done, which is what I typically define yes to mean. It's just he's already been classic conditioned that when I say yes, he's going to pay attention to me and accept food. No, would. So I'm using that word to interrupt a little bit his observation, maybe a bit of focus on the distractions to look to me, get the food, but then that's that. And so it introduces the idea that in spite of something loud and scary moving in our general direction, I don't have to be concerned about it because it means I might get food. Yes. So what could otherwise turn into a stressful situation, a stressful event that gets embedded in the memory of, okay, loud noises, lawnmowers, men in boots, or hats, or sunglasses, or beards, and all the other kind of stereotypes. Like, whenever I see those things or it reminded me of that experience, I need to anticipate stress. I need to be ready to run. I need to be ready for whatever. This interrupts that and turns it into, oh, that might mean good things can happen. The reason why I like to use the yes as opposed to just feeding them food is it makes them look at us in response in order to get the food, sure. But it starts to create the idea like when I see men in boots or hats or sunglasses or beards or loud noises or heavy machinery, I should look to my owner. I should look to my handler. Yes. 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 And right now, the idea is I should look to my owner, my handler, for food. But in the future, it could just be I should look to my owner, my handler, for guidance. Charlie, come here. Good. Yes. And that guidance can be like, yeah, good job. You looked at it. You looked at me. Let's keep walking. Let's keep sitting. Let's keep whatever. Yes. No. Good. Yes. Whoops. No. No. Good. 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 Keep the nose up. Good. Good. Yes. No. No. Good. I've been mostly talking to the camera here. So just periodic yeses with him. But I can help encourage some focus on me by talking to him throughout all this. Good. Yes. Because without it, he wasn't really voluntarily looking up at me. And it's not that he needs to. But when I want to prolong or not make too exciting of a situation with just conflict, yes. Good. I can talk to him with the goods. They don't immediately imply food is coming. Good. And that can help stretch the expectation of food. Easy does it. Good, Charlie. Would. Yes. And especially when he's going to be a little bit more mobile, in order to keep an eye on the lawnmower there, those goods can help slow down his body. The ahs might become necessary if he's moving too much. But he's not doing anything wrong that deserves a no. He's not doing anything, and even too far in the direction of being wrong that deserves an but I know him moving is him getting a little of tunnel vision on the situation as opposed to remembering that I'm here and that he's attached to me. Yes. So the good can be a bridge of sorts to make sure that he hasn't forgotten about me. And then there, all on his own, he's came back, he sat, he's looking at me. He did it in another sit. A brief little look kind of at my knee as opposed to me. And so that's why I give him the yes for that. He made a big choice. Yes. Lawnmower gets closer. He's getting ready to really check it out. Yes. I interrupted the yes. Then he came back looking for the food, which not a very good habit to really reward. But given the situation, I'm not worried about it right now. Given his age, his maturity, I'm not worried about it right now. It's definitely something I would rather him have than running away from me or running at the stuff. Whatever the context of the situation might be in other distractions. Yes. Yes. Good boy. Yes. So I might not do any obedience or anything. Good. Good, Charlie. Yes. No. Good. Now, ideally, I would like to hang out for the entirety of their work, but we are actually pressed for time for other appointments. So we are going to wrap it up here. And really, it's quite a good session for him. Unexpected for all of this, and it worked out very nicely. We have a little Snow White walking by, so I'll let that happen. Yes. And now that Snow White is safely in the car with Mom, we'll move over and do the outro back where we did the intro, just so that we're a little bit further away from these guys, so that I can hear myself talk. Charlie, let's go. Good. No, let's go. But I'll take a little bit of a detour. Good. Let's go. Good, Charlie. Yes. Let's go. Charlie, no, let's go. Good. But there we go. No. Little exposure outing with Charlie. Good. Definitely got a whole lot more out of it than what we were expecting, which is awesome. But yeah, counter conditioning, proper conditioning. It looks like the gimbal was having a little fit there for a second. Oh. Charlie, come here. I gotta fix your collar. No. Good. But I think it went very well. So, as always, if you liked what you saw, hit the like button. If you have any questions about anything, drop it in the comment section down below. Good. But also, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up with us and everything that we've got going on. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Charlie.